Looks good. All right, we're live. We're rolling. All right. Hey everyone, welcome to Region. Hey everyone, welcome to Region Unlocked, Mother 3 playthrough part 2. So we just left off with Hinawa writing a letter to Flint, and they're about to head home. So let's get right into it. Mother 3, baby, part 2. Boom. Or bomb, rather. That probably should be boom. More rocket music. Oof. Looks like quite the problems going on here. What is that? I'm acting like I don't know what's going on, but I definitely remember the story. But I can pretend I don't, for the viewer's sake, for your immersion. What's happening? Okay, 第一 Chapter 1 章かな弔いの夜 The night of something. I forgot. Wasn't paying enough attention there. Knock, 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 knock. Okay. Flinto. Alright, I don't know if I need to break this one down. He's just yelling Flint's name here. This guy's name is Tomasu. Kaji da yo, kaji mo. Okay, let's break it down. Easy one to start it off. Okay, again, yeah, Flinto. Flint, yelling his name. And we have this word kaji, which means not housework. It does, but in this case, definitely fire, like a forest fire, or just fire in general. We have kaji da yo. So da is just a casual form of des, and then yo, not yoka. Yo, just to add some more emphasis. So, kaji da yo, it's a fire. Kaji da yo, it's a fire. Kaji mo kaji. Kaji, again, fire. Mo, also, kaji. There's fire and fire. Fire. He's freaking out. Teri no mori ga bo mera moeteru nda yo. Yeah, it's quite a bit of a problem in the forest. So we have Teri no mori. Teri, and this means to shine, but it's just the name of the forest in this case. We have Teri no mori. So no is that possessive particle, and mori means forest. So the forest of Teri. Ga, marking the object of the sentence. Bobo mera. So bobo means vigorously, burning in this case. Bobo mera. Bursting into flame. So it's vigorously burning. Bobo mera. Moeteru nda yo. We have this verb moeru, which means to burn. To burn. In the te form to make it continuous. It is burning. Moeteru. This nda yo. So this nda is just to add like an exclamatory tone or more reason. So to the forest is he's yelling, he's freaking out. The reason is because it's burning. Da yo. Some emphasis. So the forest is vigorously on fire. The forest of Teri. What are we to do? Here we are, Flint. We're taking this part 1. Alright, we're at home. We got a fireplace. Pretty nice place we got here. We got a sewing machine. Keito sumugudamo kikai da. Sumugudaimono kikai da. So, take a look at this. So we have keito, which means like knitting wool. O, to mark the object of the verb, which is sumuku, which is to spin or to make yarn. I didn't know this word, that's why I was kind of caught up. Sumugu. Okay, the more you know. To spin yarn. Tame. In this case, it's going to be, where is it? This tame. For the sake of, yeah, the purpose of. So, purpose of spinning yarn. No. Possessive particle. Kikai, which means machine. There it is, machine. So saying it's a machine, da, which is just the polite or casual form of des. So saying this is a machine used to spin yarn. All right, very exciting. I guess let's go see who's at the door. Knock, 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 knock. 早くしないと大変だよ、フルント. Okay, he's freaking out. So we have 早く, which is just the adverb quickly, early, but in this case quickly, swiftly. しないと, we have the verb, it's going to come up, する, to do, in this ないと form. So しないと, which means if you don't do it, or in other words, you have to do it. So you have to quickly. 大変だよ. So 大変 means terribly, or like a problem, serious. なんだよ. This なんだよ is just, yeah, here we go, to say it with confidence, or just to add some more explanatory tone to it, some more emphasis with this yo. Some emphasis. So he's saying, if you don't come quickly, it's going to be a problem. There's a problem happening. Come quickly. Flint, come on, let's go. 森だよ、森だよ、森が燃えてるんだよ. A bit of a panic, right? So we have again this word mori, which means not babysitting, but forest. Forest, dayo, which is des yo in the casual form. Des dayo. So it's emphasis. It's the forest. It's the forest. Forest. Yeah, this forest. And forest, ga, marking the object of the sentence. Moeteru dayo, which again is that to be continuously burning. Moeru in the te form. It's dayo, again, explanatory tone. Des yo, emphasis. So the forest. The forest is fired. The forest is burning. Let's go. Knock, 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 knock. It's just like a, I don't know. Like, damn, what's going on? Kind of sound. なんだってこの平和な竜林村で. Okay, this isn't the full sentence, but we can break it down to this point. We have なんだって, like for what reason? Like why? For like what's going on? Not really what's going on. For what reason? We have この this 平和 is peaceful. Peaceful. Na to modify the next word. So the next word is peaceful. Tatsumairi. Tatsumai. The name of the village. Tatsumai. Oh, okay, that's why I think there's a ri in there. Yeah, Tatsumairi. There's a ri at the end. And then mura is village. There it is, village or town. De, so at this village. So for what the heck, for what reason in this peaceful village, let's see the next point, this peaceful village of Tatsumairi, kagi nanka kakechatteんだよ, Frinto. So we have kagi, which means key or to lock. In this case, it's probably to lock. Nanka, which is like something like this. For what reason? Like why? Something like this. Kakechatteんだよ. So kakechao is a verb kakeru, which has a billion meanings. I don't know if I'll be able to find this one. It's in this case to lock a door. There it is. To secure, to lock a door. It's the verb kakeru. We have this kakechatteんだよ. So kakeru and then this chatteru. Kakechao. How do you explain kakechao? It's kind of like what we said before with the shite shimao. So like regrettably or completely. So it's completely locked continuously. Teru. So it's continuously locked. Why did you completely lock this? This dayo. Again, to add that emphasis or that explanatory tone. So if you remember the previous sentence, it was like, why and what reason in this peaceful village would you lock your door? Why do you need to lock your door, Flint? Why would you lock your door? It's very peaceful here. Ooh. Ah. Doorknob ga. That's doorknob. Yeah, it's like he yanked off the doorknob, right? なんでこんな大変な時に取れちゃうかな? Kind of similar to the last sentence we had here. We have なんで, which means why. こんな大変な時. So こんな, this kind of. 大変, again, trouble, awful, serious, bad time. natoki. So this na is connected to the taihen to, what's the word I'm looking for? To alter, not alter. I don't know. To explain the next word? What's the word I'm looking for? I don't remember English anymore. Anyways, to describe the next word, which is toki, or time. So in this troubling time, why torechao? This is the verb toreru, to pull off. Again, in this chao form, like to do regrettably. Did I regrettably pull off this doorknob? Kana? I wonder. So I wonder why in this terrible time would the doorknob get pulled off? He's having quite the night. Oh, there goes the doorknob. Doorknob じゃなくて flint. So again, we have this which means and doorknob, which again is doorknob. じゃなくて flint. For the word じゃない, which means not, or to negate something, it negates the previous word. And then the te form, じゃなくて flint. So he accidentally called Flint doorknob here. It's like, doorknob. No, not doorknob. Flint. It's having a bit of a panic attack, right? 寝ぼけてる場合じゃないぞ. So, we have 寝ぼけてる, which is the verb 寝ぼける, which means to like oversleep, to still be sleeping in the te form. てる, のぼけてる, so continuously to be sleeping. By like occasion, case, じゃないぞ, it's not that. So like, now's not the time to be sleeping, to be half asleep, not wake up. Let's go. Come on, wake up. テリの森が大火事なんだよ. You should be able to get this one by yourself, but I'll break it down quick. Here we have Teri no Mori, the forest of Teri. Ga, marking the object of the sentence. Okaji. So we have this kanji oki, which means big. O and kaji, big fire. Nandayo. Again, just add emphasis to say assuredly it's that. So there's a big fire at the forest of Teri Forest. Flint seems unfazed. Okay, I thought he was saying the same thing. It's a little different. こんな大変な時こそあんたみたいな向こう水な. Yeah, so we continued on to the next line. We'll break down the first half here. こんな, again, this kind of 大変な時, same as before. This kind of grave or serious time. We have this こそ, which is just to add even more emphasis, or like in particular. So at this very bad time, こそ. Anta, which is a little bit more, colloquial, more gruff way to say anata, you. Mitai, mitaina, something like that. So someone like you. Mukou mizu, which means to be reckless or rash. What else did I say? Foolhardy, daredevil, daring. Maybe daring is probably the good word to be used here. Mukou mizu na, to alter the next word, which is ナイスガイの出番じゃないか. We have nice guy, which means nice guy. Note that possessive particle. Deban. Oh, this is not pun, but ban. Not going to come up. But deban is like turn, like your turn. Janaika, which just makes it like a rhetorical question, right? Isn't it? So he's saying at a terrible time like this, koso, a person like you who's daring and a nice guy, it's your turn, right? It's a turn for someone like you. This is the time. It's your time, Flint. You're a nice and daring guy. 来てくれよ, Flint. A very common piece of vocab here. 来てくれ, which is the verb not that. What's coming up? Kuru, to come. In the te form, 来てくれ. Or くれる. Oh, it's there. くれる, to receive. So like, 来てくれる, to receive coming. Or come with me. Flint. Like, please come with me. 頼むよ, which is to like, I'm relying on you. 頼む, to rely on you. I suppose we can get going. トマスと一緒に行くことになった. Alright, let's break it down. We have his name, Thomas, to, with, 一緒に, together, so with Thomas. 行くこと, 行く to go. こと, I guess we could put it as a phrase here. ことになる, to become that thing, or to be decided of that thing. So it's been decided that we will go together with Thomas. All right. 俺はあんたの後ろにつくよ. Thomas is a funny guy. So 俺 is me. は marking the topic of the sentence. あんた again is you. No marking the possessive particle. Then 後ろ is behind. につくよ. につく is to be not fitting well. It's not gonna show. Like to be attached, to be like fixed at the hip. につくよ. So he's saying, I will be right behind you, essentially. I'll be right attached at the hip. いいじゃないか? That's good, right? 俺は後ろにつくのが好きなんだよ. So he's saying 俺は, which means again me. 俺は後ろにつく, to be behind, follow behind. This no, in this case, isn't possessive, but it's nominalizing the verb つく into a noun. So it makes the action of being behind you as a noun が marking the object of the sentence. 好きなんだよ. So 好き is to like, and then this nanda again, assuredly, or to adding emphasis or an explanatory tone. だよ, emphasis. So he's saying, I'm the kind of guy who likes following behind people. Okay, whatever you say, Thomas. Let's check out on the Poochie. 犬小屋に何かを隠している. Oh, this is important. So you have 犬小屋. So we have the word inu, which means dog. Goya, which means like small hut, or like small, not hut, like inn, not inn, like small building, I guess. But inu goya together just means doghouse. And then nanika. Oh, sorry, there's a ni here marking at that place. Nanika, something. Oh, marking the object of the sentence, marking the object of the verb. 隠してる, 隠している. So you have the verb 隠す, not 隠する, but 隠す, which is to hide. In the te form, 隠している. So it's being hidden. So in the doghouse, something is being hidden. There's something hiding in the doghouse. フルンタは棒切れを手に入れた. Oh, very excited, very game focused vocab here, or sentence. So you have フルント, again, flint, は topic of the sentence. 棒切れ, which is like a stake, just a stick, piece of wood. O, marking the object of the verb. 手に入れた. You'll see this all the time in games. 手に入れる. It just means to obtain. So you have the kanji te, hand, and 入れる, to enter. It's entered my hand, or I have obtained it, or in other words, I got a stick. You'll see this all the time in games. 手に入れた, 手に入れる, 手に入れた. Alright, we got a stick. おい、フルント. 棒切れは何かあった時の武器になるな. So we get some tutorial-esque stuff going on here. So we have 棒切れ again, stick. は marking the topic of the sentence. 何か something. あった時. So that's 何かあった, like when something happens. ある. Like ある is to exist. あった like past, I guess. It's kind of hard to explain this, why this is in the past form. He's just saying, like, in generally, if you were to meet something, or if something was to happen, or to have an accident, not really an accident, just if something were to happen, toki, at the time of that, no, marking possessive. So at the time when something happens, the boki, the stick, buki ni naru na. Buki is weapon, ni naru is to become, ni naru is to become, na. And just adding some, I don't know how you explain this kind of tone. Just adding a little bit of emphasis on the end of the sentence. Doesn't really mean anything too important. He's just saying, oops, when something happens, at the time of something happening, or you run into something, that stick will become a weapon. ちゃんと装備しておいた方がいいよ. So we have ちゃんと, which means diligently. 装備, which means like equipment. Again, very useful game knowledge. Not knowledge. Vocab. You'll see this all the time. 装備. しておいた. This is the verb する in the ておく form, which we saw in episode 1 a lot. It's like to do something in preparation. And then we have it in the past form. So しておく. So we have する, しておく, しておいた. So to do something in preparation, 方がいいよ. It would be better to do that thing. Yo, emphasis. So he's saying diligently, it would be better to make sure you equip it. You use the equipment, right? He's saying make sure to equip that stick. ただ持てるだけじゃキャラメルと同じだもんな. Okay, I don't know about that. So he's saying ただ, like common, usually ordinary, just by itself, as is. 持ってる, as is the verb 持つ to hold in the te form. 持ってる, so continuously holding it. だけじゃ, だけ only. じゃ, well then, just kind of connecting to the next part of the sentence. If you're only just holding the stick, キャラメル, caramel, と with caramel, 同じだもんな, the same. And then だも, だ des in the casual form, だもんな, which isn't, we're going to pop up, but it's like mono. It's again just adding a more explanatory tone, which comes up a lot in Japanese. So he's saying if you just hold it regularly, it's the same as caramel, which I don't really know what he means by that, but I will make sure to equip it. So we'll go to sobi, equipment. Go to buki, which is weapon, and we have our bokire, our stick. It says it's futsu, which is normal. It's a normal stick. Offense がに上がる. So offense is offense, ni to 上がる to raise. So my offense will go up by 2. As you can see, my offense went from 26 to 28. Okay, now that I have my stick, oh, you're not gonna come with us, Boney? くんやけに騒がしいけど. Let's look at this. くん, just kind of like the sound. くんやけに awfully, frighteningly. 騒がしい, it's like loud noise, noisy. けど, but, like even though. Like, however, it's extremely noisy right now. 夜は静かにするものだよね. He's a good dog. So we have 夜は, 夜 is nighttime. It's gonna come up. 夜 is, well, there it is, nighttime. 夜. 夜は, marking the topic of the sentence. 静か, which is adverb quietly. And then 静かに, sorry, with the ni is the adverb. 静か by itself is just what do you say? Adjective. When you put the ni on it, it becomes an adverb. 静かにするものだよ. You have the verb する. And then this bit of grammar, ものだ, which is saying like it's ought to be that thing, right? So he's saying at nighttime, it's only proper to be quiet, or you should be quiet at night. だよね? Which is just to add some emphasis, right? Saying, so it's extremely loud and noisy right now, but because it's nighttime, I ought to be quiet. Or it's at nighttime, you're supposed to be quiet. 僕はお利口な犬だから静かにしているよ. I think we saw this in episode 1, right? The お利口, what kind of dog he is. So 僕 is another word for I, a little bit more boyish. は marking the topic of the sentence. お利口な. Yeah, we did see this at the beginning of the game, right? お利口, which means well-behaved or obedient, especially used with pets. And then it's not to connect it to the next word, inu. I'm a well-behaved dog. だから, because I'm a well-behaved dog, 静かにしているよ. Again, 静かに, calmly. The verb する in the te form, している, to be doing that thing. So because I'm a well-behaved dog, I'm staying quiet. You are a good dog, Boney. Alright, what else we got going on here? We got some flowers. ひなわがひまわりの次に好きなはたつまいりガーベラ. The name of the flower. I don't know if that's a real flower or a game flower. Let's check. So we have hinawa, again, not it's just the name of the mother, hinawa. Ga, marking the object of the sentence. Himawari, which is a sunflower. You can see the kanji. Oh, I actually didn't know that was a kanji. I figured it would have been this kanji. Maybe it's that first one. I'm actually not sure which one you'd use. I would assume that he was for sun, because he means day or sun, and mawari means like around. So my head thought it was this kanji, but maybe you could also use this kanji. That seems kind of strange though. Anyways, it just means sunflower. Himawari means sunflower. No possessive particle. Sugi ni, the next or after that. So we have, okay, we'll break down the rest. That'll make sense. Ski, to like. Na, ski na. So to alter the next word, which is hana. So the flower that I like. Tatsamairi, gabera. Gabera, oh, it is a real flower. It's a daisy. I didn't know that. Gabera. First time I've heard of that flower. So we have next to sunflowers. The flower that Hinawa likes is Tatsamairi gabera. So these flowers, these daisies, are after sunflowers, Hinawa's next favorite flower. The next flower she likes. But she likes sunflowers the most is the main thing. And then these flowers. Okay. Let's get moving on. We've been standing around this house for too long. Oh, we got a frog. Do I want to save? I guess we can save. Saveしておきますか? Yes, let's save. Okay. Okay. お気をつけていってらっしゃい. Be careful and off you go. 次に会うカエルによろしくね. Give my regards to the next frog you meet. I think we saw that in the first episode, so I didn't feel the need to break it down. Maybe not. Flint. Flint. 北の空が煙で真っ黒だよ. Oh no. So we have kita, which means north. No, possessive particle. Sora, sky. There it is, sky. So the northern sky ga object of the sentence. Kemuri, which means smoke. De, at or in, I guess, saying it's smoky, connecting the smoke to the next part of the sentence, which is makuro, which is pitch black. Dayo, emphasis. So he's saying the sky to the north is pitch black with smoke. That's probably already say that day, with smoke. Oh no. Sounds like there's a kaji. Fire. But look at this guy, he looks kind of sad. Okay, so this guy's name is Jackie. Flinto. Tera no mori ga kaji datte. Seems a little apprehensive. Maybe he started the fire. So we have him stuttering on the word teri, which again, teri no mori is the name of the forest. The forest of teri. Ga, object of the sentence. Kaji, fire. Datte, like it's said. It's gonna come up. They say, I hear. Like it's being said that there's a fire at the teri forest. 俺も手を貸して方がいいかな. Yeah, he's not feeling too, basically, look at his face. He's not super full of confidence. Alright, so we have etto, which is just like a thinking word. Well, sono, he, that, well, that thing. Ore mo, me, also. So also me. Te o kasu, which is to lend a hand. So you have the kanji te and the verb kasu, to lend a hand. And we have it in this shita hoga ii form, which we saw earlier. Shita hoga ii means it's better to do that verb. And then you have hoga ii, be better, kana, a rhetorical question. I wonder. So he's like saying, yeah, that fire probably be better if I lent a hand, right? Yeah, well, I would. It's not fire, dude. Matte kure. He's saying, wait, hold up. Wait a second. ほら、俺、忙しいんだよ. I'll break it down quick. Easy one. Again, ほら, like thinking, ほら is like, look. It's gonna come up. Yeah, look, see here. 俺、me, 忙しいんだよ. 忙しい is busy. It's んだよ. So add emphasis. Like, because I'm busy, じゃなくて、なんていうか、その, yeah, this guy is not gonna come help. じゃなくて, not that I'm busy. So previously he said he's busy. じゃない, not that I'm busy. なんていうか, it's not gonna come up because he's conjugating this differently. But it's なんていうか, like how would I say? ていう, like how should I say this? And this ka making it a question. How would I say this? Sono, that thing. It's not that I'm busy. How do I put it? Gomen. Sorry. 今日はフレントに任せるよ。今日は means today. It's going to come up. Yep, today. フレントに, so towards Flint. 任せる. You'll see this word a lot. I'll leave it to you. To leave a matter to you. 任せるよ. You'll hear it a lot in like anime and games. 任せろ. Like leave it to me. 任せて, leave it to me. But in this case, he's leaving it to Flint because he's a little baby guy. Poor Jackie. Okay, let's keep on moving up. I don't know if we'll have time to talk to everyone. Let's keep moving. These people, look interesting. We have, who is this? Brenda. That Blender? Brenda? Probably Brenda. Anyways, Terry no mori ga kaji datte. Oh, we remember this from the last one. It seems that there's a fire at the forest of Terry. Moshi honto nara sasato nigenai to kono mura made. Okay, now we got some good stuff in here. Let's break it down. So we have moshi, which means if. If. Honto, it's true. Nara, if. It's kind of a set. Moshi and nara, you put them together. It's just one single if. It's like, if it's true. Sasato, quickly, immediately, promptly. Nigenai to kono mura de. So nigenai, wow, that's not what that means. Nigeru, it's the verb nigeru, to run away, in this nai to, past to form. So nigenai, to not run away. To, if. So if we don't run away, konamura made. So kono, this, mura, village, made, until. So it's kind of, again, very Japanese is backwards. But she's saying, if that's true, we have to run away up, because it's going to come up into this village. So like, if the fire is really going to come to this village, we need to get out of here. Nigenaito. We need to run away. Hini susumarechau. Okay, there was more to the sentence. Sometimes they'll just leave off a sentence in Japanese because you can get it from context. But in this case, she actually explained the rest of what she wanted to say. Nigenaito kono mura made hini susumarechimau yo. So we have heat, fire. There it is, fire. Fire, ni, towards, or at, susumarechimau. So we have the verb susumu. Susumu, to wrap around. Marechimau. How would you put this? Let's okay, sorry. So we have susumu in the passive form. Susumareru. So passively, it's being wrapped up. And then we have it in the chimao, which again is that shite shimao, like to do something regrettably or completely. So she's saying we have to run away toward, because at this village, until this village will be completely engulfed in flames. So if it's true that there's a fire, this whole village will be engulfed in flames. So we gotta get out of here. Okay, fair enough. This lady looks interesting. What do you have to say? Oh, Frenta-san. Oh, very polite. Miss Jill. Tomasu-san no iu koto dakara hanashi hanbun kurai ni. I don't know exactly what she's going to say here, but I don't think she likes Thomas too much. So we have Thomas-san. So Thomas. No, possessive particle. Iu koto. So iu is to say. Koto, the thing. The thing Thomas is saying. Dakara. Because it's something that Tom is saying. Or not Tom. Thomas is saying. Hanashi hanbun. Take it with a grain of salt. But if we look at the kanji, we have hanashi, means story, and hanbun, half. So only listen to half of what he's saying. And then this kurai, about. Ni, we'll connect to the next part of the sentence. We don't know yet. So she's saying, since it's Thomas, or the thing that Thomas is saying, because he's saying it, you should take it with a grain of salt, or only believe about half of it. Ni kitteita hou ga ii kamoshirenai wa yo. Okay. So not adding too much here, but kitteita, that's not that the word, it's to listen. So what did she say before? The half, the taking with a grain of salt. Ni kitteita hou ga. So we have the verb kiku, to hear, in the te form, kitteiru, to be listening, and then past, kitteita hou ga. So to be listening to that story, hou ga ii. Remember this from before? It would be better to do what we said previously. So only to listen to about half of the story would be better kamoshirenai wayo. Kamoshirenai, this means maybe. And this wayo is a bit of a feminine sentence ender. So add some more emphasis. So she's saying that because it's Thomas's, you should take what Thomas says with a grain of salt because it's Thomas. That kind of thing. Okay, let's keep moving to the Northern Fire. Oh, I know this guy. He's important. Let's see. Okay. Chizuzuki. Chizuzuki. Oh, that's... Oh, man. It's so hard to know if that's Suki or Suzuki. I want to say Chizuzuki Chizumochi no Mapson ni ga you toieba chizu no koto da ne. I think it's Chizuzuki. I'm not really sure. Let's see. Chizuzuki. Yeah, it is Zuki. Ah, okay. So it is Suki. Just in this... You can also say it as Zuki. Anyways, getting ahead of myself. So Chizu is map. Zuki is to like. So the love of maps. Chizu, map. Mochi, to have, to hold. Having maps. So loving maps. Holding maps. No, possessive particle. Mapson. Mapson. It's not going to come up. His name is Mapson. So Mapson, the guy who has and loves maps. Ni, towards. Goyoi, which is not going to come up. It's going to come up. It should. There it is. Yeah. We just have this kanji yo, which is like business or action, and then this honorific go in front of it. Go yoi. So action, affair, business. Toieba. Speaking of. So if you say. Toieba. If you say. Chizu no koto da ne. So map. Possessive particle no. Koto, the thing. Da ne. That's right. So the map loving, map holding Mapson. If you need something from him, right? If you say you need something from a map, okay, got it. Sorry, English takes a second to translate. Translating and understanding is a different skill. So he's saying the map loving, map holding Mapson. If you ask a question to him, it's probably about maps, right? You're probably asking about maps if you're talking to Mapson here. Enyo naku motte ite kure. Oh, what a nice guy. He's giving us a map. So we have this enyo naku. So we have the verb or the word enyo, the noun, which is like with constraint or reserving. Naku, which is nai, without. So without restraint, without reservation. Motte ite kure. We have the verb motsu, to hold, in the te form, motte iku, or motte, and then this iku, to go. Remember we saw this in episode 1 a lot. Te iku, to do that verb and go. So to hold and go. And then again, in the that iku is also in the te form. Itte kure, to receive. So he's saying, without restraint, you can go ahead and take this and go on. So he's giving us a map. I bet we're going to have another te ni ireta moment here. Oh, there it is. Mapson. Tatsumairi map. Oh, te ni ireta. So we have Tatsumairi map. The map of Tatsumairi. Oh, te ni ireta. We got it in our hand. Very nice. Teri no mori no oku ni aru raita. Raita no koya ga shinpai da na. Oh no. So we have Teri no mori, the forest of Teri. No, possessive particle. Oku. It's not going to come up, is it? Oku is like deep inside, or like within. Oh, there it was. Inner part. So it's inside. Deep in the forest of Teri. Ni, pointing at. Aru. Exists. This thing exists in the depths of the forest. And that thing is Raita. Someone's name, presumably. His name's Lighter. No, possessive particle. Koya. It's like a cabin, hut, shed. Ga, object of the sentence. Shinpai, I'm worried. To worry. Dana, I'm worried about the shed of lighter that's deep in the forest. Sokora atari ni circle. Jirushi o tsukete shioita yo. Maru by marujiru. Maru just means circle. Anyways, sokara, at that area. Atari, right at that area, like to hit right at it. Atari ni, so right at that area. Marujiru. What's that gonna come up? Maru is a circle, or just like it doesn't say maru. It's just a picture of a circle, but you would say maru. Jiru is not gonna come up. It's not gonna come visit. That's okay. Marujiru is just like a mark of a circle. Jiru, mark. Like a shirushi. Oh, that's good. I wasn't getting the whole thing. Marujirushi. I'm stupid. But it's still not coming up. And I think it's jirushi. Or shirushi is like a seal or mark. So the mark of a circle. Oh, tsukete oita yo. So you have the verb tsukeru, to mark or to fix. In this case, it's to mark. You fixed it to my map, the circle, or you drew a circle. Anyways, tsukeru in the te form, tsukete with the oku. We saw this earlier, right? Tsukete oku, to do that verb in preparation for something. And then that oku is in the past form, oita. So I marked a circle on your map at the exact point in preparation for you. Yo, emphasis. Okay, thanks, man. Chizu ni, yeah, see, here it is. It's shirushi. So here we can actually maybe pull this one up to see what it is. Not jirushi. But I guess if you have the maru before, maru jirushi. The first time I heard that in that. Wait, anyways. Now we can see map. I didn't even read this whole thing. Chizu ni shirushi o tsukete moratta. Sorry, my mind's all over the place tonight. Anyways, we have chizu, map. Towards the map. Shirushi, there it is. Mark, sign, symbol. Marking the object of the verb. Tsukete moratta. Tsukeru again to attach in the te form. Tsukete. And then moratta. Te moratta. To receive. So I received a mark on my map. Hayaku mi ni itte yatte kure. Quickly, go check it out for me. Hayaku, quickly. Mi ni iku, which is to go see in the te form. Mi ni itte. Then yatte kure, which is the verb yaru, to do. Te kure in the te form. To go do that for me. So go quickly, go check it out for me. Go take a look for me, would you? Ottototo, chizu no mikata o oshiete nakatta na. You didn't teach me even how to use the map. And they call them maps and ottotototo, oops. Chizu, map. No, possessive particle. Mikata. Not ally, even though it doesn't mean ally in this case. It's mikata. Here we go. The kanji miru, mi, to look, and kata, the way of doing that, or the way to look. O, marking the object of the verb. Oshiete nakatta. We have the verb oshieru, to teach, in the te form. Oshiete. And then negative. Oshiete, I guess in the continuous form. Oshieteiru. But instead of iru, it's negative. Oshiete nakatta. So I didn't teach you how to look at your map. Chizu o miru ni wa nan to yuka. Yeah, okay. Very fourth wall breaking coming in, I have a feeling. We have chizu, map. O, object of the verb. Miru, to look at the map. Ni wa, as for looking at your map. Nan to yuka. Again, we saw this earlier, right? Nan teika. I think Jackie said this, but he can conjugate it differently. Nan teika. This kind of time is nan toyuka, the full form. How would I put it? How should I say? Migite no hitosashi yubi ni negai toka chikara o. Yeah, very fourth wall breaking time. Anyways, migite, right hand. No, possessive particle. Hitosashi yubi, your index finger. So the index finger on your right hand, ni, towards that finger. Negai, like a desire, a hope, a wish. It's kind of strange. To, with, it's not gonna come visit. That's not even, negai toka, not just to, toka, things like your wish or desire. Chikara, it's like power or force. Oh, marking the object of the verb, we don't know yet. So the pointer finger on your right hand, the power and the desire of your right hand index finger. Next part. Komereba ii hazu da. Yo. I don't even know what this guy's going on about. But yeah, it's very strange. And so we have the verb komeru, which is to like load a gun or to like get, like to prepare something, to load it up. So to load up this finger with your hopes and strength. And then we have it in this ba form, eba form, which is like if. So if you load it up with your power and strength or desires and strength. I hazu da yo. So I is good. Hazu da is like it ought to be, it's expected to be, it should be. Yo, emphasis. So he's saying if you load your right index finger with your dreams and power, it would be good. ぶっちゃけて言えば R ボタン的な Yeah, or just use the R button. That's kind of what he's getting at. This ぶっちゃけている is to say something frankly. That ぶっちゃける is to say something frankly. And then て言えば sorry. ぶっちゃける is to say something frankly. It's in this te form. ている to say it. And then て言えば. So if you say it frankly, and we have this えば, it's like if. So if you put it frankly, it's the R button. And then this tekina is not, what was that? Not that. It's going to come up, tekina. I'm not seeing it pop up. It just means things like that, or like in the form of, like in English you would say like an ly, right? Like R buttonly, I guess. Something like an R button. If I'm going to put it frankly, it's something like an R button. Hey, look, the R button opens the map. Look at all the wishes and power in my finger. Anyways, we're going up to this mark. Makes sense. I can go there. How about this guy? What's he got to say about the whole situation? Old man, talk to me. Furunto kun. Hit me with the kun. Osokatta janai ka. Kind of rude. Anyways, what's this bro on about? His name's Pusher. Pushy maybe? We have Flinto kun, which is kind of honorific you use usually for children, not exclusively, but definitely for younger folks. I guess this guy is older, but it's kind of interesting that he uses it towards Flint. I don't know if Flint gives off kun energy. Anyways, then we have the word osoi, which is slow in the past form. Osokatta. You were slow. Janai ka, right? Isn't it? Like you're so slow. You're late. What's going on? 早いこと家事の様子を確かめてきた前。Yeah, okay. Sorry. Anyways, we have 早いこと promptly, quickly. Kaji again, fire. No possessive particle. Yosu, the situation, like the state of affairs, I guess. So the state of the fire. Oh, marking the object of the verb. Tashikameru, which is to check on, to make sure, to ascertain, like to check on. Kitamae. So we have this tashikemete, kitamae. So we have tashikemeru in the te form, tashikemete, and then kita, which is to come. The te, kuru, is to do that thing and come. But in this, he has this little tamae at the end, which is like another way for a slightly more aggressive or assertive way to demand something. He's like telling me to go check on the fire and come back, but in a pretty pushy, a pretty pushy way, right? Normally you just say like tashikamete kite kudasai, or like kite kure, to come do that for me. But in this sense, he's saying tashikamete kitamae, a little forceful. この辰馬入村にまで日が回ってしまったら so let's see, break it down. この this 辰馬入村, the village of 辰馬入にまで, again we saw this earlier with the lady, like until the point of the city, or this village rather. Fire, ga, marking the object of the sentence, ga 回ってしまったら. So you have this verb 回る, to go around, I guess. I don't know. The fire is like to surround, like to go around the city. And we have it in the te shimao form. So the te shimao is to do something. Oh, look, my shoulders on the text box. Anyways, to do something completely or regrettably. And then we have it in this tada form. It's like if. So if the fire comes up until the point of the city and surrounds it completely, 私の名誉や私の財産, this is an unfinished sentence, break it down. So watashi is my or me, I. No possessive particle. Meiyo, my honor. My honor. Ya is and. Watashi, me. No possessive particle. Zaisan, my property. So my honor and my property or my fortune. それに私そのものまでもが what is this? おじゃんになってしまう. Yeah, he's concerned about the state of the fire. Anyways, それに in addition to that, 私そのもの so 私 is I, そのもの the very thing of, like, and even me まで until me to the extent of even me が marking the object of the sentence. おじゃんになってしまう. I've actually not seen this before. Let's see what it takes. Take a look. おじゃんになる, which means to fall through, to be ruined. That would make sense, to be ruined. And we have it again in this te shimao form, to be done completely or regrettably. So he's saying, not only my honor and my fortune, but even to me, the thing itself will fall through, will be ruined. Everything will be ruined, put into flames. とにかく北に行け. 北だよ, 北. Again, pushy. とにかく at any rate, anyways, 北 north, ni towards north, 行け which is the verb not pond, does mean pond. In this tense, he's saying iku, to go, but in a very gruff, imperative way. Like, go, get out of here, go on, go north, ike, ike. Go north, kita da yo, kita, north, it's north, I say, go on. Tozai nanboku no kita. Yeah, he really wants me to go north. So we have this tozai, which means, right, tozai nanboku. That's it, I think I said baku before. It's poku. So he's saying tozai, which is east, west, nan. Oh no, this is not poku. I'm losing my mind. It is baku, which is, no, it's not baku. You are stupid. It is boku, which is north. It's another way to say north. North has two readings. It's kita and boku. Right? It's boku. I'm not stupid, right? It's not poku. You know, it's boku. Losing my mind. So we have tozai nanboku, which is east, south, south, and north. No possessive particle. Kita, north. So he's saying kita, it's north, north. You know, east, south, west, north, north. なんでこの私にこそまで言わせるのかね、君は. He is very, very rude. Pushy, you could say. Anyways, なんで why この私 that is not what that word is. この just means this, and watashi is me. So this me itself, にそこまで to the extent of me. So why to the extent of me 言わせる to say in the causative form, just like being forced to say 言わせる no kane. This no is just making the verb nominalized into a noun. Kane is like what it says here, sentence ender to add some doubt. Like, I wonder, like, for what reason? It's like, why do I even need to say this? Why am I being forced to say this? Chimi, to you, buddy. Why am I even needing to say this? This is obvious. Go north. Okay, man, I'll go north. Here I go. I also love when we run Thomas's feet out of that little animation. Look at him go. He's zooming frantically. All right, there's more people to talk to, presumably. But we're just going to keep heading where we need to go. I guess it hasn't been an hour yet. We can talk to a few more people. Plan on streaming for about an hour. Abi, Furento-san, much more polite than Pusher. 道がわからなかったら縦札とかカバンとか Okay, some more tutorial-esque talk going on here. So, 道が道 it's a route, not that, but route or road が object of the sentence. わからなく which is the verb わかる to understand in the negative or the negative past if form. So we have わからない to not understand, わからなかった to not understand in the past. Tara, if. Tara means like if. So if you don't understand the road, tatsufuda is the signpost, sign on the post. Toka, things like, it's not going to come up, I guess, but it's kanban, toka. Kanban is like a sign. So things like the signposts or just the signs, when you don't understand, ちゃんと読んでくださいね. Be sure to read them. Diligently, be sure to read them. 私は診察でいてるんですからね. Okay, maybe she's not as polite. She's still polite, just a little full of herself. Anyways, 私, I, は, topic of the sentence. 診察. Not that. This is more like kind. Where is kind? There it is. Kind, gentle, considerate. De, in the way of doing that. So I'm being kind and considerate. Itteru, not to go in. To say. Iu, to say. There it is. To say. So I'm, and that's in the te form. Itteru, I am doing the thing. I am saying this kindly. Desu kara ne, because. So it's like, be sure to read the signs properly, because I'm saying it to you so kindly. Okay. Okay. If you say you're kind, I'll believe you. We're going this way, right? Yes. I don't know if I need to talk to this lady. Keep moving on here. Well, these guys look interesting. Gotta talk to them, right? 炎をかせまってきたもんで必死に逃げてきたけど okay. So yeah, it's gonna come up. Yeah, there it is. Yep, perfect. Hono, which is fire, flame. Another word for fire outside of he. Definitely more intense fire is how I would imagine it. Hono ga, again the ga marking the object of the sentence. Then we have semaru, to approach, to draw near. In the te form, samatte, to be drawing near. Or I guess it's in the te kuru form, right? Te kuru, to do that verb and come. Samatte kita. So it drew near. It came and drew near. Monde, because the fire has drawn near. Hishini, not to starve to death, but desperately. Frantic, there it is. Frantically, desperately. Hishani, nigete kita kedo. Okay, the verb nigeru, we saw this earlier, to run. In the te form with the kita again. So the te form plus kuru, to come, do. So we ran and came here. Dakedo, or yeah, kedo, which is but, or however. Raita oyakata to, what was this? Feru. Sorry to read katakana names. Feru-chan, maybe. Feru-chan ga mada mori no naka ni. Naruhodo. Okay, lighter. We have lighter again. Lighter. Oyakata, which is like boss, master. So obviously these guys look up to Lighter. They're like his teacher maybe, or like they work under him. They're Lighter's apprentices, perhaps. Oyakata to, with Feiru. Now it's just a name. It's definitely just a name. Feiru-chan. Chan is just a more cute honorific. Usually used for women or small ladies. Small girls, not, or small ladies, why not? Feiru-chan ga, the topic of this object of the sentence. Mada, still, not yet. It's definitely still. Mori, forest. No naka, within, not in the middle of a field. Just no, possessive. Naka, inside. Ni, in. So Lighter and our boss Lighter and Feiru-chan is still deep in the forest. Okay, what about you? Zit, 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 zit. Just a sound, presumably. Zit, 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 zit. Soko osanaide. Okay. So you have soko no, soko, there. O, marking the object of the verb. Osanaide. So we have the verb osu, to push. Osu. And then we have naide. So that means the full form would be osanaide kudasai. So osanai, don't push. And then yeah, the de kudasai is a request. So please don't push there. Don't push there. Osanaide again. Don't push there. Osanaide deba. If you push there, osuto, or just don't push there again. Osuto kibun ga. This is osuto. If you push, osu, push. To, if kibun ga, my mood, my feelings, my body, like how my body feels. Ga, nande osu no yo. Why are you pushing? He's kind of cutting off his sentences here. Why are you pushing? Mata oshita. Ah, maybe he's talking about this. I'm pushing here, right? Mata oshita. You pushed again. Sonna ni osuto. If you keep pushing. Yeah, like he's throwing up. もし物事があったら、明日安泰のせいだからね。I don't know what this guy's going on about. Anyways, I can break it down though. Moshi monogoto. That is okay. Oh, I didn't know that you could put that as a phrase. I thought this was if there was a thing. Anyways, moshi monogoto. If there's an emergency or a terrible thing, unexpected occurrence. I didn't know that. Ga, marking the topic of the sentence. Attara. This is the verb aru. There it is. To be, to happen. And it's tara, if. So if there's an emergency, ashita, that's not ashita. That's oshita. Oshita, again, to push. And then past form, oshita, you pushed. Anta, which again is you. No sei. Sei is like it's your fault. This no is possessive, so your fault. Dakara. Okay, I see. I understand now. Took me a second. So if there's an emergency, it's your fault. If emergency happens or a terrible occurrence happens, it's your fault. This oshita anta, so this oshita, pushed, is describing the person, anta. So the person that pushed, or I guess you who pushed, it's fault. It's the person who pushed. Because you pushed me, or because you pushed the button, it's your fault. It's kind of clunky to translate. But this oshita is describing anta, you. You pushed. You who, this is how you say it. You who pushed the button, it's fault. There it is. Got it. Okay. Sorry for making you barf, pal. Okay. Moving on down. Furento, mate. Kitsunda. Oh, matsunda. Can I just not read today? So yeah, furento, mate. Wait. Matsunda. Wait. Slightly stronger way to say wait. Wait. Hold up. This guy's name is Yoneru. I don't know what the English equivalent of yoneru would be. Anyways, 森にはいるときは違う。森に入るときは one of those rare non-phonetic Japanese sounds. Anyways, mori, forest, ni, towards, hairu, enter, toki, the time, topic of the sentence. So when you enter the forest, 祠で森の神様に一言断っていく方が kind of got cut off here, but we'll see what he's saying up to this point. Hokora, which is like, okay, there it is. A small wayside shrine, like a small shrine. That's probably the building he just came out of. The shrine, de, at, mori no kami-sama. Forest, mori, forest, no, possessive particle. Kami-sama, God, deity, the god of the forest. So at the shrine, the god of the forest, ni, towards, hitokoto, like a few words. Hito, I guess in hitori, one person, hitotsu, one thing, hito, and koto, like a word. So a few words. Kotowatte iku. So we have the verb here, kotowaru, which can mean to refuse, but definitely not the meaning in this case. It's definitely more of this second one, to inform, to give notice, or even to like ask for permission to the gods here. Kotowaru. And we have in the te form, kotowatte plus iku. So to do that verb and go. Hoga, we saw it's easier. Hogai, like it's better to do that thing. You might even say e in the next part of the sentence here. So he's saying when you enter the forest, what are you using to translate? Oh, welcome to the stream, Meryl Jones. What am I using to translate? This is Yomi-chan. That's the name of the pop-up dictionary. And then I'm using it in tandem with Yomi Ninja, which is OCR. So I'm using Yomi Ninja to grab the text, and then Yomi-chan to pop up the text in the dictionary. Anyways, so we have at the wayside shrine, to to the forest gods or forest deities, a few words you should say. Oh, and my camera died. Woo! 1 second, folks. Let me get my camera back up. That thing's dead. 1 minute. Okay. Whoosh. Camera auto. My camera auto powered down. Didn't even know that was a feature. I thought I turned it off. Anyways, let's step back a second. So, we have at the wayside shrine. Before entering the forest, you should say a few words to the gods of the forest. It would be better to do that. Oh, he didn't even say he just left it as no whole ga. Anyways, so we have わしの考えからして、まっとうな人間の Again, this is cut off. We don't have the full sentence. But we have washi. Again, this is a word for I, usually used by, let's see if it pops up. There it is. I, used by that more like grandpa-y character or more wise character. Washi. Washi no kangaeru. So kangaeru is like thinking. So my way of thinking. Karashite. Therefore, even for starters, based on my way of thinking. Matto, which is like proper. And then na is to describe the next word, which is ningen, which is human. So proper humans. So my way of thinking is proper humans することだと思うのだが I see. So 人間のすること する is to do. Koto is to nominalize that verb. So the thing to do. だと思う I lied. I mean, that koto does do that. But if you have koto da, it's a set of grammar, which means you ought to do that thing. Right? You should do that thing. It's correct to do that thing. To omou, I think. No daga, which means no. This no is nominalizing omou into a noun. Daga, desu ga. I need to watch more of your content. Snail Vevo, welcome to the stream. And yeah, thanks for stopping by. I'm glad you're enjoying it. So let's break this down a little bit more. So he's saying before, proper humans, no, surukoto, the thing proper humans should do, I think. But, then a little but at the end to kind of make it more hypothetical. So he's saying it's only proper for humans, it's only proper to pray at the shrine before going to the forest. At least that's what proper humans should do, is what I think. That kind of thing. Okay. Back. Moving on. Washi wa washi no iu koto wa machikatteiru kane? Okay, now he's kind of doubting himself. Kind of. So we have, again, this washi, this I, this old, knowledgeable I. Washi wa marking the topic of the sentence. Again, washi, he's repeating himself. Washi wa washi no iu koto. Washi no, possessive particle. Iu koto. Iu is to say, koto, the thing. So the thing I said, wa, topic of the sentence. Machigaeteiru kane. So we have the verb, I have to go, but if I catch you streaming later, I'll be here. Oh, thanks so much for stopping by. I'm planning on streaming the whole game, so come by anytime. Catch you on the next one. So we have this verb here, machigao. Machigao, which is to make a mistake in the te form. Machigatteiru, I'm making a mistake. Kane, I wonder. Kane, I wonder, like kind of making a hypothetical, a rhetorical question. So he's saying, me, the thing I'm saying, am I making a mistake? No, I'm not. I'm making no mistake. This is what I'm saying. It's true, right? What proper humans should do. He's asking me. I'm not making a mistake, right? No. No, you are making a mistake. Inori nasai. Please listen. Mori to hito to doubutsu to washi to ga koufuku de irareru you ni. Okay, we'll break it down. We're here. I probably should have said yes to the last thing. So now he's really explaining to me why I need to go pray at the shrine. So you have mori, forest. There's forest. To. With, so the forest, and hito, people, and dobutsu, animal, と and わし me と and so the forest and the people and the animals and me が marking the object of the sentence 幸福 which means like happiness or well-being and then で幸福でで to mark the next part of the sentence いられる can be ようにokay this is a verb いる to exist in this potential form like can exist ように in that way so he's saying the people of the forest me the forest the animals together the happiness of all those people to exist in the way of making the happiness and existence of all those things go pray for the sake of all the forest and the people and yada 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 okay I guess we'll go pray huh 問題なし there's no problem oops I missed I looked to the right side okay 冷静にお答えください okay he's asking me for my 冷静 okay not necessarily asking for it anyways 冷静 means calmness composure に in that way お答える we have 答える to answer with this o at front to make it more polite ください o verb ください is a polite way to ask a request to do that verb so お答えください so please answer calmly このゲームのプレイヤーであるあなたの名前を教えてください I see he wants my name alright so we have このゲーム this game this game no possessive particle プレイヤー player である is a very polite way to say exists it, you know normally when you see ある you might think it's for an inanimate object but when you have 何々である it's like a more I guess I don't know if archaic is the right word but it's definitely a more polite higher status way of saying いる it exists います so the player that is playing the player of this game あなたの名前教えてくださいあなた you no possessive particle 名前 name を object of the verb 教える to teach てください in the te form plus ください so please tell me please teach me your name the player of this game my name alright we'll throw it in there always takes me forever to type this out but I can't find the katakana very quickly alright Patrick where is the small oh blah, blah, blah. Oh I see it's over here it's always different too okay there it is pa I mean looking for to blah, 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 blah. To where art thou to ta to li small tsu and then ku kakiku Patrick Owari finished okay my name is Patrick わかりました understood パトリックさん that's me あなたの名前はパトリックで I almost forgot to explain what I'm doing あなた you no possessive particle おの名前 so we have 名前 name with that o again on the front to make it more polite お名前は topic of the sentence パトリック that's me で so we're going to say next で間違いないですか oh we have this verb pop up again 間違う to make a mistake but we have it in the negative form 間違いない no mistake ですか making it a question is there a mistake in that name no oh wait 間違いない is there's no mistake right and I said no there's no mistake so there is a mistake so he's saying that's a problem so you type it in again good old Japanese with double negatives not even that was a double negative I just misunderstood yes it is Patrick 間違いないですか yes there's no mistake それでは引き続きゲームをお楽しみください I see have fun playing the game それでは well then 引き続きyeah you can see this without continuously keep playing continue doing it keep playing the game を楽しみください the word 楽しみ fun again with that o to make it more polite to make it more polite お楽しみ kudasai. Remember that o was kudasai, so please do that thing. O tanoshimi kudasai. So please have fun as you continue playing the game. 私が3つ数えたら今質問されたことは I see. 私はみが object of the sentence. there it is. 3つ数えたら that makes more sense. I say 3つ数えたら no. 3つ数えたら3つkazo is or kazoeru is to count. Tara if or when. So I'm going to count to 3. When I count to 3, ima. Why does that come up first? Definitely means now. Ima. Now. Shitsumon questions. Sareta koto. Okay, this is a little tricky. You have the verb suru. Sareta suru. That's not gonna call it. This is suru in the passive form. Passive past tense. Sareta. Koto, the things. What? So I'm going to count to 3. And right now, the 3 questions that were done. The question that was done. The question I asked you. Wa anata no kyoku kara keeru deshou. It's going to be deleted. I'm going to forget the things. Anata, you. No, possessive particle. Kyoku, recollection, or memory. Kara, from your memory. Kara. Kieru, to delete, to disappear. Deshou, it seems, right? Saying you're going to forget what you saw here. 3, 2, 1. Mo wasuremashita ne. You forgot, right? Sure, I forgot. We don't need to play around with the forest gods anymore. We'll be polite. So, sorere de ii no desu. That's good. Or there, from here on, yeah, that's good. All right, I did the thing. Let's keep moving on a little bit more, and then we'll call it for today. All right, I did the thing. どんなに急いでいてもしきたり忘れてはならないのだ。ならんのだ。Okay, what do you got? どんなに in any way, to what extent? 急いでいて we have this word 急ぐ to be in a rush, and we have in the te form 急いで plus 行く. So to do that verb 行く quickly, so to quickly go, to whatever extent you have to go quickly, more even to the extent of having to go quickly, しきたり our customs, しきたり our traditions, o object of the verb, 忘れる to forget. But we have it in this te wa naran, or te wa naranai, or te wa ikenai. So we cannot forget our customs. No matter how fast or to the extent that we need to go quickly, we can't forget our customs. わしの考えは間違っているかね? Again, we saw this earlier. My way of thinking. Am I making a mistake? Very rhetorical. Asking himself, am I making a mistake in the way I think? Alright, let me through. I gotta go save this forest. フルント、よく来てくれた. You came. You came well. 森の中でライターとフェルが逃げ遅れているらしい. Okay, break it down. So you have mori, forest. No, possessive. Naka, inside, within the forest. De, at, so within the forest. Lighter, and feiru. Feiru. Maybe feiru. It's the English name. I don't know. Feiru. Ga, object of the sentence. Nige okureteiru. Okay. Yeah, I guess you can put that as a sense, as a set. Essentially, we have just the word nigeru, to run away, and okureru, which is like to be late. I guess put together, they're failing to escape, or they're late in their escape. I don't know if fail really makes sense. They're definitely just late, right? Nigeru and okureru, to be late. And we have this okuru in the te form. So it's continuously to be late, behind schedule. Rashi, it seems. So it seems that from within the forest, Lighter and Freya are late in their escape. Yajide uma. Yajide uma. I don't know what that means. Yajide uma wa watashi ga 押さえておくから早く探してきてくれ。ヤジウマ? Maybe that's someone's name? Let's see if it pops up in my dictionary. Oh, no, it's not. Yaji Uma. I'll say it looks like Uma's horse. So we have careless or curious onlookers or rubbernecks. Yeah, first time I've seen this word. Yaji Uma. So looking at the kanji, it's like field or like vegetable field. Uma. Deficient horse. Interesting. It's a new word for me today. Okay, so we have careless onlookers, curious onlookers. What? Topic of the sentence. Watashi? Oh, not watashi. Yeah. Watashi. Why would it say fairy? I'm losing my mind. Okay, so the curious onlookers. Watashi, me, ga object of the sentence. Oseete yoku. So we have oseeru. Osaeru. To pin down, to press down, hold back. In the te oku form. So we've seen this te oku form a lot. Comes up a lot, right? It's to do something in preparation. So I'm holding these rubbernecks back in preparation because I'm holding them back. Hayaku sagashite kite kure. Okay, so because I'm busy holding these rubbernecks back, hayaku, quickly. Goes my camera again. 1 second. In 1 second, my camera is overheating because it's very hot in my room. Let me turn on my AC. That's not probably worth it. Let me switch to my webcam for this last little bit. Where is it? We'll see if it works. Maybe. Nope. It's too hot in my room for my camera. Bummer. Maybe you can just... Yeah, it's getting pretty toasty. Okay. We'll end here pretty quickly so I don't damage my camera. Oh, where'd it go? Okay. Let's rip through this real quick. So, Hayaku, quickly. Hayaku, quickly. Sagasu, to search, in the te kure form, to do for me. So, because I'm busy holding these rubbernecks back, please go search on my behalf. No problem. So I think there's a save point. There should be an onsen around here. Also a little bit farther up. You know, maybe we'll not go to that onsen because my camera's starting on fire. I wanted to get to that first onsen. I feel like a good spot to stop. But maybe we'll just call it this frog here. I don't want to be skipping and talking to a bunch of people just because I'm running out of time. Okay, let's save it for now. All right, there we go. Perfect. Well, that was part 2 of Mother 3. Thanks so much for watching. I will upload a cut down version of this video to my YouTube with just the main dialogues and not all the live stream stuff. And we'll catch you on the next one where I'll live stream part 3. I don't know how far we'll get, but we'll keep playing. Should be within the next few days. Hopefully. Anyways, thanks for watching. This is Patrick from Region Unlock,